Okay, welcome back. Now let's go through a couple more things about the quadrants and the angles and where they lie. Okay, so a couple of things here is quadrant. When we say that an angle is in a particular quadrant, what we mean is that we'll talk about the terminal side of that angle ends in that quadrant. So if we have an angle, and again, this is standard form, right? Angles in standard form where it starts at the x-axis and rotates counterclockwise. If the angle is between 0 and pi over 2, then we're in the first quadrant. Okay? If it's between pi and pi over 2 and pi, then we're going to be in the second quadrant. If the angle is between pi and 3 pi over 2, then we're going to be in the third quadrant. And if the angle is between 3 pi over 2 and 2 pi, then we're going to be in the fourth quadrant. Okay? Now, what if the angle is exactly 0 or exactly pi over 2 or pi or 3 pi over 2 or 2 pi? Okay? Well, that would mean that they're not in any one of these quadrants. They lie on either the x-axis or the y-axis, and we call those angles quadrantal angles. So quadrantal angles would be when theta is equal to 0, pi over 2, pi, 3 pi over 2, 2 pi, so on. Okay? Now, if an angle is in quadrant 1, then we call those acute angles. Oops. Okay. If the angle is in quadrant 2, we call those obtuse angles. Okay. Let me see here. Is there anything else? Also, keep in mind that we could talk about coterminal angles, right? For example, remember, coterminal angles are angles that have the same initial and terminal side, okay? For example, 0 and 2 pi are coterminal angles, okay? Pi over 6, right? So pi over 6 pi over 12 and 13 pi over 12 are coterminal angles. Or no, I'm sorry, that would be 25. We're adding 2 pi, right? So if you go 1 revolution, 2 pi, this would be 25 pi. Okay? Or if you want to talk about like pi over 6 and 13 pi over 6, those are also coterminal angles. Okay? And that's it. So next we'll do an example and we'll go from there.